2013, the year 2013 is going to be a major turning point in the industry. There's going to be court cases flying all over the place. You see, back in, when they did the 1976, when they changed the copyright laws, they did the first big one since 1909, they put in what is known as the 35-year clause. It started with 1978, and if you do your math, the 35 years is 2013. Now what happens, supposed to happen, if you have a recording from 1978,
right,
you wrote the song, the writing, or the recording, it reverts back to the creators in 2013. Now you have to give them 2 years advance notice. If you did it in 79, it'll be 2014. If you did, this is very major. Now the problem is, it's easy with the songwriting and publishing. There's a creator's the songwriter.
right.
That's easy. Yes, folks, in 2013, if you have something from 78, make sure that you put it in time, so you then reclaim ownership. Only in the United States now. It says U.S.
Right.
35 years. It's not for the rest of the world. You can actually get it. Now, the real problem is going to be where the lawsuits are going to come in, is the recordings also are supposed to revert back to the creators. Now the question is, who's the creator of a recording? Is it the artist? They're going to fight for it. The producer's going to fight for it. The record company's going into this whole, wait a minute, it's an employer for hire, and then the people are saying, well, wait a minute, I didn't get health insurance and stuff like that. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of things, and they might have to make an exemption like they did with the film industry, like who's the creator of a film? Is it the writer? Is it the actor? You know,
Right.
they're all creators. They might have to like say, all right, this is an exception, but folks, I'm warning any of you who've been around, and there's a lot of people I've met through Artists United and through other, who've been around for a while,
Right.
and can actually get some of the real money. And I'm not allowed to talk about certain cases, but I'm involved with things, and there's been millions of dollars returning to the rightful owners.
What I lastly would probably want to go into is, once you form a business, you say you didn't want to talk about, you know, too many horror stories, but if you could just share one of partnerships and having contracts within companies, within groups, you know, that sort of thing. Band partnerships, company partnerships.
Very, very important contract. I can't tell you how many times, Pooch, you know, it's my brother, or Pooch, and these are people that screwed them, okay?
Right.
Yeah, it's my wife. Ever hear of divorce, folks? You know, I mean, Pooch, I grew up with this person. And so many times where I get things like, Pooch, something's wrong here. He's getting all the money, and I'm doing all the work.
Right.
Well, who owns what? When you initially, before you start working with somebody, get together. If you're a band, you should have a band agreement. If it's a partnership for a music business company, you should have a partnership agreement. And yes, we could talk about horror stories, but just really clearly, there's been major, major problems where people run off with the money, and you know, and they get mad, and they're buddy for years, and all of a sudden business changes people, and just in general, people change.
Right.
By maybe their new circumstances, their marriages, girlfriends, boyfriends, business partners, people change. Get the stuff on paper before you do anything working with anyone. Get it over and done with. And I don't care if they say, but I, you know, I'm your wife, you know, kind of thing. You know, please. It actually, there's ways to turn it so that it actually makes a lot of sense. Well, look, one of the things is a secrecy agreement in here. This way, if they ask you about, to say, oh, I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Right.
Which takes them off the hook. There's positives to all this stuff, too.
That's true. That's true. And we hope that you guys are benefiting from all the information that we're sharing today. We want to thank Professor Pooch for coming on to the show today. And you can find him at ProfessorPooch.com. And I must say, he really does have a lot of great information out there that you all need to know and that you all should want to know if this is what you truly want to do. This is a business, and you need to understand that it's a business, and you need to act as a business in the entertainment business. With that being said, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you, Professor Pooch, for...
Thank you very much. And if you ever have any questions, this pooch doesn't bite. I can be reached at pooch@professorpooch.com.
There you have it. Stay tuned for the next AE Solutions. See you soon.
Thank you and take care.
Take care.